Welcome back to another episode of Do It With Jason. Today I'm going to show you how I add more batteries to my battery rack. So I'm going to be adding two more 48 volt batteries to this system wired in parallel. First thing I'm going to do is make sure all the batteries are fully charged, and I'm going to show you how I do that without having a separate battery charger. So now we're looking at my LV6048. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go into the menu. You're going to want to go to setting number 1. What you're going to want is this. This is going to run utility as your primary, and you're going to hit OK. So as you can see, the utility is running all of my loads, and then it's also charging the battery from the grid. I'm going to do this so that I can make sure the current battery that I have in my server rack is fully charged. So now I'm basically using my LV6048 as a utility battery charger. So now this battery is charging from utility. I'm going to go get the next battery, and I'm going to put that into this rack as well. Alright, the second battery is in place. None of the wires are hooked up and the breaker is turned off. I'm going to go get the other one and put that one in now too. Alright, so as you can see, I have all three batteries in here now. So now I'm just going to run the positive to the positive bus bar on both of these and the negative to the negative bus bar. And again, I'm doing that with the breakers turned off. All three batteries are now wired up. I have all the positives going to the positive bus bar, negatives going to the negative bus bars. Again, this is the only one turned on. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab an amp meter, and I'm basically just going to check to see how many amps are going into this battery. And right now, I have 0. So I can see the state of charge is full in here. So I know this battery is full. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to turn this on and then turn this off right after so that this battery will be running the entire system. But again, I have my LV6048 running off utility for all my loads and then just charging the battery. So now everything's switched over. I'm now running on the second battery. It's below freezing outside right now, or just about. So these are reading a pretty low state of charge. It's currently charging to get up to 50%. So I can actually check here, and I can see we're already up to 30 amps, and that's what I have programmed from my LV6048. So just waiting a few minutes, the state of charge on here is already over 50%, so this probably won't take too long. So I'll keep an eye on it, see how long it takes. Then I'm going to do the exact same thing for the third battery. I'm going to use my meter to make sure that no more power is going into this. Once this is fully charged, I'm going to turn the third one on and turn that one off. And then I'm going to charge that one up the same exact way I did for these until I have 3 fully charged batteries. And then we'll turn them all on at once. So I'll check back in a few hours. Alright, it's the next day. All 3 of my batteries are all charged up. I'm going to take my amp meter just to make sure this last one is good. We got no power going to it. So not all 3 batteries are at full state of charge. I'm going to turn each one of the breakers on so all 3 are running. For my solar system, the communication cables don't matter, as well as the dial switches don't really matter either. If you were communicating, you got to make sure those switches are correct. Just have 0, 1, 2, or whatever. But that doesn't matter anything here. These are just individual 48 volt batteries, and all the charge parameters are put into the main unit. So this one's already on. I'm going to turn the next one on. I'm going to let that go through its original startup. Make sure everything's good. We have a full state of charge, and it is running. So it looks like we had a little bit of a voltage drop, so that sense that it needs to charge a little bit. But I'm going to turn this one on as well. Okay, so this battery down here, it went right back to a full state of charge, so that one is full, and this one is full as well. So all 3 batteries are on, all full state of charge. I'm going to leave the LV6048 running off utility and making sure that these are topped off. So basically, whatever little bit of variation there is between these, I'm going to let these all kind of balance themselves out for the next 24 hours or so. So all my loads are going to run off utility, and these are just going to balance themselves out. And of course, because there is some draw running like 12-volt batteries and some other stuff, the utility will keep these fully charged as well. So we either come back tonight or tomorrow morning, and we'll switch the setting on the LV6048 back to solar, and we should be in business. So as you can see, all 3 batteries are on and charged up. So I'm going to go over to the LV6048, and I'm going to change this back to running off the solar. Alright, so we're going to get back into the menu. Go to setting 1. We're going to go to SBU. Hit enter. Alright, and we are switched over, so now we are running off of the batteries. I was doing some maintenance on the solar, so I can turn those back on. And there you can see the first array, since it turns on. There's the second array. And the first MPPT is turned on. And the second. So now my solar is keeping my batteries fully charged, and all my loads are being powered from the battery. So that's how I add batteries to my server rack. If you guys got any questions or comments, leave them down below. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.